Judy Davis, welcome to News Breakfast.
Hi.
When a wife is directing a husband and let's say there's a difference of views, do you take it outside or does it all happen in front of the rest of the cast?
Sometimes it goes. Sometimes it happens in the kitchen. The whip comes out, and because Colin's a lively sort of actor in the rehearsal room, and so.
What do you mean by a lively sort of actor in the rehearsal room?
He can get overexcited, I think. And that's why I just hose him down later.
All the great directors say the most important thing with any work that's going to work and do well is that it's all about the script. It's the script. This seems to be, though, an exceptionally powerful piece of writing, this play.
Yes, well, Friel, for those who have seen his work before, was a wonderful writer. This play is considered his masterpiece, and it's taken me the period of the rehearsal to understand that, because it's a complex play.
Well, I wanted to ask about that because, yes, as you say, it's considered his masterpiece, and of course he studied for the priesthood initially as a younger man but abandoned that. To what extent do you think, after all the period of time that you've been exposed to this play and have worked with this play, is it somehow a metaphor for lost Catholicism, for lost faith?
I don't think it's about loss of Christianity, not really. But I think it is about loss of identity, which was an issue that haunted Friel about the Irish condition with the great diaspora. And the subsequent, in some cases, struggle to rediscover or reform a kind of identity, which I suppose is really, in many ways, the migrant experience.
As an actor who, for so many years, who's moved into directing, has it changed or has it prompted a review in your mind of some of the directors that you've worked with over the years?
No.
The same assessments apply.
Some are great, some are shockers.
Who was the worst to work with for you?
Oh, no, I'm not going to go there. But there have been.
Okay, let me rephrase. The working relationship that was the most disappointing, I guess. I mean, because you worked with some of the greats, and you would have had high expectations, I would imagine, for all of them.
Yes. Well, not all of them, but you always go in hoping for the best. Well, David Lean was a shock. He really was. I didn't expect him to be so childish in a way. A bit like Lear. I played the fool in Lear straight after that film, and I thought, well, that's David Lean. David Lean is Lear, except that he won't give away his kingdom.
Only I've finally decided we're not going to be married.
A lot of young women would look at your career and its depth, its richness, its longevity, and wonder, how the hell do you achieve that? Has it turned out as you expected, as you hoped it would, your career so far?
You know, when I was young, I always thought that I'd be a theatre actress, because film has such specific requirements, particularly from women. And of course, I didn't fill any of those. So I thought, I'll be a theatre actress. And anyway, that's what I am. I'm a theatre creature. Except nobody in the theatre offered me any work. And it was really the film that's where I got work. In fact, the only reason I ended up ever playing a reasonable role in the theatre was because I'd done this film with David Lean, and so suddenly Richard Werrett, who wouldn't have come anywhere near me before, offered me Hedda Gabler. He would never. It was only because of the film.
There's got to be good choices and bad choices along the way. But at the time, is there any real way of deciding which ones they might be? I mean, is there an instinct telling you at that time, you must do this, or a little gut feeling that perhaps you've ignored or tried to tamp down for other reasons? Is there a way of telling what the right choices or the wrong choices are for an emerging actress?
You're asking the wrong person, because my attitude was always, if in doubt, say no, because I was very mistrustful. But I had difficult early experiences, very difficult.
Which were those difficult early experiences?
Well, Gillian Armstrong's film, Brilliant Career, was just horrendous from start to finish.
I know you've said that before, and you know how beloved it is.
I don't think it really is.
Yes, it is.
Among 80-year-olds, I think that's true. And I'm very grateful for that. That's the line from the play.
I have no more impertinence, thank you. Now sit up straight and attend.
Why so horrendous?
Oh, I was just out of drama school, so they all thought I was a know-nothing, which I was, but not as much as they thought. And she was mistrustful because she thought I was going to be all theatrical. There was always a danger of that. But really, when the camera's that close, you know, even a complete idiot knows to not go, yeah. Oh, I just did that.
So we didn't have the camera that close at that point.
Good, yeah, back at Cleveland. Yeah, it was a funny atmosphere on that film. She was struggling with a crew that was a bit hostile. You know, this young woman being given what at that time was the largest budget. It was just a funny, sort of difficult, they did that to my hair. And without asking. And I thought, it's a bit rude.
Yeah, but it worked,
Can you
Judy.
even just discuss it?
It worked. It worked. It made you this mad curly hair ingenue who was, you know, pushing against the constrictions of her time. That story,
I felt a bit like...
It just doesn't do it for you, does it, that yarn?
Felt a bit like a puppet.
Did you just make the Cleveland joke before out of
Yes.
Tootsie?
Yes.
Nice. Nicely done.
It was a very funny joke.
It was a very funny
I
joke.
shouldn't have stolen it.
What? What do you want to?
No, go ahead.
What?
No, somebody tell us.
No, go ahead.
Jack and I are splitting up.
How can you get it, break it up? That's insane. You're Jack and Sally. You got 2 kids.
Why do you think you and Woody Allen work so well together? I think you've done, is it 5 films together that you've done, I think? I think it's about 5. What's the connective tissue there that is such a productive relationship between the two of you?
I don't know. I guess he'd seen me in films and liked me, and then gave me one great part and kind of let me go.
Husbands and wives?
Yeah. And I don't think I played it the way he'd expected it, and he may have liked that he was surprised.
I thought it was an experiment. I didn't think it was final. I didn't realize you were having an affair.
Listen, if you're having some kind of personal thing...
Really? I'm okay.
It was a marvellous role and it was marvellously played. Did you enjoy it?
I did at the time, although I saw it a couple of years ago. I wanted to show my son. I said, oh no, watch this. And I was prepared to really enjoy myself. Oh my God. Why didn't somebody stop me? The overacting, so I switched it off.
Oh, you didn't know?
Watch this. Yeah, I got a real shock.
Do you really think it was overacting? She was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. What do you expect?
Yeah, you can make excuses.
You're very hard on yourself, Judy Davis.
It was a bit much.
Is there anyone in your life who's harder on you than you are?
Oh yeah, there'd be a critic.
Judy Davis, a real pleasure meeting you today. Thanks for joining us here.
Thank you. Yeah.